Hi.
Hello.
I'm Pedro.
Adriana.
Very nice to meet you. How's it going?
Real nice to meet you.
How's it going? Well, thank you for having me.
If you could sign in.
Yes, of course.
Oh yeah, so this is part of regulations.
Yeah, everything is heavily regulated. Every single plant has to be tagged. We'll get into that more, but every visitor has to be accounted for, etc. So.
Na hora de entrar, você tem que passar álcool no sapato, você tem que assinar documento dizendo que você está entrando aqui. Eles falaram que eles têm uma fortuna aqui de equipamento, de câmera para monitorar todo mundo que entra e sai. Então isso aqui não é uma brincadeira, é legítimo.
I guess we can just start by like giving you the lay of the land, and then from there you can decide how we kind of do things.
Wow.
I'm about to take you to the hole. Ready? Yo, what's up, dog? Yo, I'm about to take you to the car. What you about to do? You can't stop this. You ain't ready for this. You ain't ready. 1, 2, 3, yo. Yo, if you on the quarter low, right? You still trying to give it all you got? Yo, it's 10 o'clock in the park, getting dark, but you still gotta hit this last shot.
I love you.
Yo, I got this hoop dream written all on my mind. I'm about to push rocks, orange with the black lines.
Why do these plants thrive under this environment?
Yeah, that's a great question. We go by the VPD. Which is basically the vapor pressure deficit chart, and that kind of dictates the humidity, the temperature, as well as the CO2. So all of those have to align, as well as the U-moles, which is the units of light that are penetrating the buds. So all of that combined at the right kind of ratio is what helps the plants thrive. If your ratio is off, if your temperature is too high, humidity is too high, you're gonna have problems, and vice versa if they're too low.
How much weed do you produce here?
Yeah, so basically we have 3 rooms, and every harvest we average around 20 to 30 pounds. So over 300 pounds per year.
Which again, in contrast, some farms pull that per month. Don't be afraid.
Really?
Yeah, there you go. Now smell your hand. It's gonna smell crazy.
Wow.
It smells like apple, kind of, right?
It does. It smells so different when you touch it.
Yep.
I would also try this one. This is Tropicana Punch.
Tem cheiro de maçã. It's completely different.
Yeah. Should smell like Tropicana.
This one is like more citrusy,
Exactly.
more orangey.
Yep.
Exactly.
1 foot inside the free throw line, and so I elevate and lift off because the world is mine. The other 3 is sweating me as I go for mine. That's 5 players falling up at the same time. If you on the quarter low,
A diferença de cheiro de uma para outra. Se a diferença da sensação quando você consome for tão grande quanto a diferença do cheiro, cada uma tem seu encanto. Então aqui é o berçário. These are the babies.
We just flip these to flower, meaning that we just change the life cycle on them. So when they're in veg, when they're small and just still growing, we like to have the lights on for 18 hours and off for 6. And then when they get to a certain size and we think they're ready to flower, we switch it to 12 hours on and 12 hours off. And that's what kind of jumpstarts them to start forming buds. This is our dry room. This is where we store the product. We don't have anything drying on the vines right now. But once they're dry on the vines, we buck them down, which is basically cut off all the nugs and put them in these bags. And now these are also ready to go get trimmed up. It's a long process to being on the shelves.
He brought the bag here and like I could smell.
Yeah, so these are finished, these are trimmed. This is our GMO.
Wow.
We have better lighting in that room too, if you want to shoot the product in there. But yeah, that's a stinky one for sure.
Então aqui a gente tem quase 3 quilos de maconha e tem pelo menos $10 mil aqui dentro. You guys really focus on helping minorities as well.
100%.
How did that idea come about? How important is that for you?
That idea really just came out of a need and out of our passion to empower the community. We have this company, so why not use it as a catalyst for change, for positive change? So we knew it's kind of our responsibility to kind of pay it forward, you know, teach other people the magic hour methods, our ways of cultivating, our ways of growing cannabis. So we don't even have any employees that are white. Nothing against white people. My mom is white. I love white people. But again, we're trying to change the industry from the inside out. And we're doing that by giving people of color the first shake at employment opportunities. So
growing up, I remember watching my dad get home from work and have one dose of whiskey. And that sort of like allowed him to be present, to be with us. And I've developed a similar habit. There is a moment when I have dinner that I need that one glass of wine or that one drink. And so much so that my doctor, when I go there, he's like, you're still doing that, because he said you need to have that pause in your life. You need to allow yourself to relax.
Yeah, you need to be able to unwind at the end of the day in order to keep going the next day. We also are very health conscious. I think that's a big misconception that, you know, people who consume cannabis are not health conscious. We are very health conscious. We grow organically, which a lot of people don't do. We're kind of on the forefront of that. We like to work out. We would like to work out like 4 times a week if we can get to it. And smoking helps with the inflammation. It allows our bodies to kind of heal, reset. And then I can get up in the morning and do it all over again. We have this endocannabinoid system in our bodies. And they have receptors that allow, you know, the THC, the CBD, the CBG, CBN to, you know, attach to the receptors. So we have this system in our body that helps regulate our like physiological, emotional states.
O Will e a Adriana me chamaram para dar um pulo na casa deles. Vocês, é claro, estão convidados. How are you?
how are you doing?
Good to see you.
We're going upstairs to smoke some magic hour. So should be tons of fun.
It's good though. Embrace the feeling. Especially for someone who's a workaholic, can't really turn their brain off, I feel like this helps a lot of ways.
And then Pedro's life was never the same.
And then he melted into the couch and never recovered.
No. All right.
Yeah, blow it up.
Yeah, you don't have to hold it in.
Hold on, I need to do it again.
Here, let me light it a bit for you. Let me
Yes.
let me stage it for you, just to get it.
Tell me if I'm doing something wrong.
No, you're doing it right.
you don't need to hold it for so long. That's a myth.
Sweating.
I kind of do a.
Oh.
See, I barely held it in.
Okay.
Smoking Joints 101 with Magic Hour Cannabis. Yeah,
Yeah, as long as you like take the inhale, then you
perfect,
can just, yeah.
perfecto.
And our stuff is pretty smooth compared to what's on the market, so you shouldn't really cough. That's part of
Yeah.
the organically grown.
We see that. He didn't
I like
cough.
it. It tastes good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
what
the
does it taste
gelato
like?
you smelled today. It should have an ice cream profile, a little bit of gassiness.
I'm not even talking about the feeling yet, but like the taste is so subtle. It's like smooth.
Yeah, very smooth.
Should I take another one?
Yeah, why not? You look like you've done this before. You don't look like a rookie to me, Pedro. He said he's never smoked before, but I think he might be lying with that one.
And it's pretty wonderful that it's guilt-free.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%.
Like when you have to like hide to do things,
Yeah.
like it never feels the right way. It never
Exactly.
feels good.
Yeah, it definitely wears on you. And you feel the judgment, like not only if you you know, in New York are like smoking at night with friends, but if you happen to consume like first thing in the morning, people will look at you like, oh my God, like what is she doing, you know?
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, it's like, this is my medication, this is improving my life, I'm not a danger to anyone, like just let me be.
Here, you can smoke a joint down the street, the cops don't care.
Yeah.
It's a lot more free, so mentally that does something.
Yeah. I'm sure there are some cops that need it as well.
Oh, 100%.
Amazing. If you look at, you know, artists from Jimi Hendrix to Snoop Dogg, you know, they all sort of created on this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's a shame that it comes attached to guilt and to fear, you know, and to a lot of times a bunch of misconceptions. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
am I too high?
No, that was actually great. That was a great monologue, actually. That was a great monologue. I was kind of immersed in it.
Me too.
And I was like, he's speaking some real shit. That was some real shit.
Maybe you were too high.
Yeah, I was
I'm
high,
kidding.
but it was also